Yo, what's going on, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Mint back at you with another CGC Spotlight. This time we got a pretty big Silver Age book, man. Avengers #1 and a 4.0. Let's take a look at the census. Let's look at GPA, and let's break this thing down, man. Stay tuned. All right, so first time doing Avengers 1. Pretty excited about this one. So Avengers 1 is the first appearance of the Avengers team, right? It's not the first appearance of Iron Man, Thor, Incredible Hulk, Ant-Man, Wasp, Captain America, whatever. Captain America actually doesn't show up till issue 4, but we'll talk about that book too. Anyway, it's the first time they come together as a team, so it's comparable to like a Brave and the Bold 28, first appearance of Justice League, and to me, it's kind of like an Amazing Spider-Man 1. Like, it's not his first appearance, but it's significant. It's a #1 issue. It does have its first, per se. But, yeah, let's take a look at this book. So, basically, September of 1963, this is released. This is a Stan Lee story. Jack Kirby and Dick Ayers did the cover and art. And it's kind of a funky cover, right? Like, you get Tin Suit Iron Man in the Mark I suit. You get Savage Hulk. I like the Thor. Ant-Man and Wasp are in it, but they're never really, I guess because of the movies, they're never really put on the same pedestal as the other Avengers. And they go up against Loki. So I thought that was kind of fitting in the MCU that Loki was the first villain, because he was their first villain in the comics. So, how many are graded? Pretty decent amount, man. The CGC census shows us 3,723 copies of Avengers 1 that have ever been graded by them. In a 4.0, which is very good, there have been 410 copies. Now, out of that 410, only 298 were unrestored blue label. You did have 7 qualified labels, which is the green label, which could be due to like a non-verified signature or maybe married pages or something. 51 signature series and 54 restored. So, not too bad. 300 copies, unrestored blue label. Looking at a 4.0, there have been 7 sales within the last 3 months that have averaged to $2,639. The last sale was $2,300. Looking at the highs, $3,120 is the high and $2,025 being the low. So again, if you're in the market to buy, know your highs and lows, know your averages, try to get as close to the average or under as possible. And if you're trying to sell, you're trying to go for that high sale or more. So about $2,600, and I think that might be a sweet spot for this book, because once you get to 5.0s, you're looking at like $3,700. Even 4 5s is like $3,150. If you drop down to like 3.0s and 3.5s, you're looking at like $2,000. So this is probably going to be the peak until you want to start spending like serious bread, but even maybe 3.0s might even be more of the sweet spot. 2.0s and 2.5s are nice. And you might be able to get those for like $1,300 to $1,600. So, kind of depends on your budget, but I think 4 is a strong grade for a Silver Age book, especially a key issue like this. I've always been a fan of this book. It did heat up once the Avengers movie started coming out in the MCU. Before that, it was always kind of like a poor man's first appearance of like Iron Man or Hulk or things of that nature. And it still is kind of, if you want to compare. But it's still green arrows everywhere you look on GPA. Let me know what you guys think about Avengers 1 in the comments below. Drop me a like before you leave, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more CGC Spotlight so we can take a look at these keys, where all these books and statues and movies came from, and see what they're worth, man. Stay minty.